What is going on, everybody? This is Marcus. Before I get started, I want to thank you guys so much for your support. It really means a lot to me, and you guys mean so much to me. So thank you all so much from the bottom of my heart. For those who are new to my channel, and for those who are seeing it for the first time, make sure you like this video, share this video, subscribe to my channel, and make sure you hit that bell to enable notifications whenever I drop a video. And we're going to always keep this thing rolling. We're on the road to 1,000 subscribers, so thank you all so much for your support. Your feedback means everything to me, and I wouldn't be able to do this without you guys' help. So thank you all so much for everything, and thank you all for your support. I love you all so much. So, here's what we can at least realistically expect for this weekend's D23. And so, it's a 3-day weekend, but of course, Thursday also counts as well because Thursday is Disney Plus Day. So we'll definitely get like different TV shows that are going to come about. But Marvel Studios are going to do their big reveal starting Saturday. So that's pretty much what we're going to at least expect to see. Marvel panels and all the remaining slots are going to take place in Phase 6. And my biggest guess is that we're supposed to be getting more feedback, or basically we're supposed to get more information about Blade, X-Men, Fantastic Four cast members, and everything like that. And I like to think that Mahershala Ali, who's going to play Blade, is going to come out with Kevin Feige, and they're going to talk about Blade's character, and on top of that, who's going to be the villain in Blade. From what I've read in recent reports, Anthony Starr, who plays Homelander in The Boys, is supposed to play Dracula, which is actually a really great pick because Anthony is a really great actor. He's always been killing it in all of his other projects, including The Boys. And then considering the fact that Dracula is, of course, based off of the original story that was written by Bram Stoker about the vampire, basically Dracula, the Tomb of Dracula, came out in the 1970s, and that was where Blade actually made his first appearance in Dracula when he was haunting Dracula, trying to kill him, because Dracula actually plays both the villain and the hero in both cases. So, but besides the point, during the 1970s, that was when Marvel was trying to go around the supernatural route by bringing characters such as Blade, Moon Knight, Werewolf by Night, and of course bringing in Dracula, even though he's originally from Bram Stoker's book for real. So, but we're supposed to be getting more reveals about that, and of course we could be getting the Mutants at the same time as well. We'll should get more information about the X-Men, their timetable. So we'll see how that goes. So again, it's going to be a big weekend for sure. So 2 weekends to look forward to, and that's basically football and D23 at the same time. So it should be great. But we'll talk about the schedule because I actually got the schedule up. So we'll go ahead and go over that. So, but first things first, my bro, Cosmic Wonder, Warren Thompson, was talking about the exact same thing. So we're going to go ahead and go over that. So without further ado, let's get right into it.
What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the Cosmic Wonder, where we talk all things Marvel and MCU. I'm your host, Warren Thompson, and yesterday we talked about D23 because it is coming up this Saturday, and also Disney Plus Day is coming up this Thursday. And yesterday we talked a little bit about what to expect from D23, but we primarily focused on some trailers coming out and only talked a tiny little bit about what to truly expect from D23 this weekend. I mentioned that there are a lot of projects in Phase 6 that have not been announced yet, but I only talked about a few of them, so a few of you asked me, well, what do I expect to actually be announced for Phase 6 at D23, and what do I expect just in general that we will receive from D23? So, let's go over that today. And just like I did for San Diego Comic-Con, we're going to talk about realistic things to expect, and then we'll talk about things that are maybe a little bit less likely, but still could happen. So let's talk about what's likely to happen, less likely to happen, and probably won't happen. And of course, if you want to stay up to date on all the news coming out this weekend, be sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell. Now, to start off, I'll briefly mention the trailers that I mentioned yesterday. I imagine that we could be getting another trailer for Black Panther Wakanda Forever. There's only 2 months until the movie comes out, so it's around that time where they would release the official trailer, and this is a great time to do it. Then the next full Marvel film that we have coming out is Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania. So if we were going to get a new trailer for any film, that is the trailer that we are going to get, and we already did get a sneak peek at it at San Diego Comic-Con, although it was not released to the public. However, the trailer is complete. We know that, so it is ready to go live to the public. So there is a possibility.
We could be getting that too.
This is something that is not confirmed. The other thing is the Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3 trailer is mostly finished. When they showed it at San Diego Comic-Con, the CGI and graphics weren't all done, but it does appear like they have the scenes that they want to put in the trailer all edited out. Now, this isn't really likely if we are going to get a trailer. It's most likely going to be for Ant-Man and, of course, some Disney Plus shows. However, having said that, I think there is some footage that could be shown at D23, like footage for the Marvels. We know they have footage of the film, and at SDCC, they showed us footage of Guardians 3 and Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania, and the Marvels is the next film to come out. So there is always the possibility that they could tease us with footage from the Marvels. After all, they do need to tease footage at D23. It is separate than SDCC, so they still have to tease things and make people really excited. And although if they do this, it won't be released to the public, of course, people who are attending D23 are able to describe what they saw, so we'll have a good description of what the trailer is like. Now to get into a little bit more exciting things, like Blade. We don't know much about Blade right now. We just know Mahershala Ali is going to be playing Blade. But I'm expecting him to come on stage with Kevin Feige, and I'm expecting them to give us a little bit of info about Blade. Maybe our first look at him in the actual outfit, and maybe even announce who the villain could possibly be, or at least the cast. This is a big one for Marvel Studios, so I'm expecting a little bit of time at least focused on Blade. In fact, I'm expecting a little bit of time for the last 6 projects of Phase 5. I think they're going to kind of divide their time. I think half of it is going to be spent talking about Phase 5, and half of it is going to be spent revealing Phase 6. So that first half talking about Phase 5, I think most of that time is actually going to be spent, like I said, on the last 6 projects. Blade, Ironheart, Agatha, Coven of Chaos, Daredevil Born Again, Captain America, New World Order, and the Thunderbolts. These were simply announcements at SDCC. The actors didn't really come on stage. They didn't really talk too much about the film. We didn't really get any cast for them. So I think they're going to take this opportunity to do that and give us a little bit of information about these upcoming projects. Now for the second half, Marvel's Phase 6. There are 11 projects for Phase 6, and they have only revealed 3. So I am expecting, and I do think it's very realistic, to expect Marvel to reveal Phase 6 in its entirety, or at least a good majority of it. After all, they did give us all of Phase 5 at San Diego Comic-Con. However, there were some projects a part of Phase 5 that were already revealed. In our case, they have already revealed the Fantastic Four, Avengers the Kang Dynasty, and Avengers Secret Wars. Now, I talked a little bit about this yesterday, but I do believe that they are going to give us something for the Fantastic Four, whether that's a new director or maybe even some of the cast. The possible biggest reveal for D23 could be the cast of the Fantastic Four. Mr. Fantastic, the Invisible Woman, the Human Torch, and the Thing. Lately, a lot of insiders have been putting out names who Marvel Studios is considering for the cast, but I personally believe that Marvel might already have their cast, and if they do, I think this would be the perfect chance to reveal it. So, fingers crossed, but this is not a guaranteed thing to happen, it's just a possible thing. Then I'm also expecting to get a little bit of news about the Kang Dynasty and Secret Wars. We already know that director of Shang-Chi, Destin Daniel Cretton, is going to be directing the Kang Dynasty. They will probably officially announce that. And maybe give us a little bit of information about Secret Wars, maybe even who the villain could possibly be. But as far as those 8 unreleased slots for Phase 6 go, what could they possibly be? Well, fingers crossed that one of them is going to be for a solo Hulk project. Rumors have been going around about World War Hulk for a while now, and since we've gotten everything from She-Hulk, it does seem like that is very likely. So if that movie is coming up in the near future, and it looks like it is, I would expect that announcement, and I would expect a World War Hulk type film to be one of the slots for Phase 6. Next, of course, is Deadpool 3. We know Deadpool is coming, and I am fully expecting an announcement for Deadpool 3.
That's a big one too.
To get up on stage at D23. In fact, I would be shocked if that didn't happen. Now, another one, which is actually kind of taking me by surprise and may take other fans by surprise as well, is the possibility for a Spider-Man announcement. On the official
Another
poster
one,
for
too.
this year's D23, there is a picture of Spider-Man on it. Then on top of that, we've already seen banners for D23 for this year that have Spider-Man on it as well. And this is really interesting because Sony has the rights to Spider-Man, but we know that Kevin Feige has been working really closely with them recently, so maybe they got permission to announce a new Spider-Man movie at D23. After all, it is the perfect place, and it's not like they're dropping a trailer, they're just doing an announcement. So fingers crossed for that, since we do have posters and banners. It looks like that could be a likely possibility. Then of course we have Nova. Nova has been confirmed by Deadline. We have just not yet received an official announcement from anybody at Marvel Studios yet, but D23 is the perfect time to do that, and if it is already being worked on and planned out, that means it should come in Phase 6, so I am fully expecting a Nova announcement. They could even set him up in Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3. Now it's also been confirmed by pretty much everybody but Marvel Studios that a Wonder Man Disney Plus show is in the works right now at Marvel Studios. So if that is true, I'm fully expecting a Wonder Man announcement as well. In fact, this is another one of those that I'd be shocked if they didn't announce it. Another easy one, I think, is Armor Wars. We didn't see it show up in Phase 5 like
Armor
we were
Wars is a
expecting.
good one, too.
However, the team assured us that Armor Wars is still coming. Well, if that's the case, then it's probably taking up one of the slots of Phase 6. I really doubt that they'd push it to Phase 7 after the Kang Dynasty and Secret Wars, because you know Rhodey is showing up for those. Now, there's always the possibility that they could announce a Shang-Chi 2 or an Eternals 2. Both of those have been confirmed to be happening. We just don't really know when. If I had to guess, I would assume that we would get Shang-Chi before the Eternals. But of course, the big one that everybody wants to happen is an announcement for the Mutants. This one is kind of up in the air. There have been a lot of different reports from a lot of different outlets stating that the Mutants are coming after Secret Wars, they're coming before, but they're going to be the Fox X-Men, and some people claim that Marvel still doesn't have the rights until 2025. So this is pretty convoluted right now. We don't really know what is happening behind the scenes at Marvel Studios, but I would say if they have everything in place and can do a Mutants project, we are definitely getting that in Phase 6 before Secret Wars. And this would be the big announcement. And remember, Kevin Feige actually teased this at San Diego Comic-Con in 2019. It's the last thing he said. He said we didn't even have time to talk about the Fantastic Four or Mutants. Well, he's already talked about the Fantastic Four a lot. So, hopefully, it's now time to talk about the Mutants. And I gotta say, that would be a pretty big, grand finale. An announcement about the Mutants being in the MCU. Now, notice I didn't talk about much Disney Plus stuff because Disney Plus Day is September 8th, so I'm assuming we'll get most of the information then. But if these projects end up making up Phase 6, will you be happy with that, or would you like something to be a little bit different? Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe so you can stay up to date on D23 this weekend. For live updates, you can follow me on Instagram and Twitter, and as always, thank you all so much for watching. Woof woof.
One thing that I definitely want to point out, Wonder Man. So that's been talked about for a long time now, and then I mentioned this recently in my recent videos as well, all the way back, that basically there's been talks about doing a Wonder Man project at the same time. So if you've seen WandaVision, there's basically an Easter egg concerning Wonder Man. So there's an Easter egg basically concerning Wonder Man. So Randall Park, who plays Jimmy Woo, he was basically talking about that there was an experiment that was going on during the time when Wanda and Vision were actually at their location. So I'm thinking it's a possibility that we can pretty much see Simon Williams showing up eventually. Now, whether they're going to be at the location where Westview is located, it remains to be seen. But considering the fact that in the comics, Wonder Man's a part of Vision, and then he fell in love with Wanda at the same time as well. So there's going to be some connection. So I have to think that Wonder Man, they're going to pretty much like take part after WandaVision as well. So whenever they do the story about Wonder Man, it's going to take place right after WandaVision for sure. So that can definitely be a part of Phase 6 for sure. But the big ones for sure that everybody's talking about is Fantastic Four, the cast members, X-Men, the Mutants, and Deadpool 3, and Nova. So just those 4 projects alone are practically going to just pretty much like be the big deal. So yeah, and then on top of that, we could be getting extra news about Avengers: The Kang Dynasty and Avengers: Secret Wars as well. So we could be getting more updates as far as like what's going to happen with the stories and everything like that. So, but besides the point, guys, I'm actually really hyped. Like I said, 2 big weekends. Football for me because of course my team is playing Alabama versus Texas, so I'm looking forward to seeing that. So Alabama versus Texas is going to be a great game. You know, Matthew McConaughey's from Texas, so it's like all right. So it should be pretty cool. So, but too sweet on that one though. But other than that, Roll Tide. I want to say that too. But basically, as far as everything else goes for D23, basically, it's going to be a big weekend. We could be seeing a lot more surprises and more appearances. So we'll definitely see Kevin Feige for sure. So, but yeah, I mean, like I said, Disney Plus Day is basically it's going to start Thursday. Just going to talk more about TV shows, but Marvel is going to pretty much like just be the main focus for Saturday. So as a matter of fact, let's look at D23 Expo 2022 schedule right here. So basically, like I said, Thursday is going to be Disney Plus Day. And Friday, which is the 9th, is going to have at 10:30 a.m. to 12 o'clock p.m. a balanced feature, Disney Parks Experiences and Products. And then we have Disney Princess, the concert live at D23 from 4:15 to 5:30, and that's at 5 p.m. on Sunday actually. And then we got Saturday, which is the big one, Studio Showcase Day 2, Marvel Studios, Lucasfilms, and 20th Century Studios. So those are the big ones that everybody wants to look forward to, especially Marvel fans and DC fans. And that showcase starts from 10 a.m. to 12 o'clock p.m. So definitely be here for that. And then at 4 o'clock, we got the Disney Expo, Disney X Epic Entertainment Showcase, the musical, the extravaganza. And then the last day, which is the 11th, we have a balanced feature, Disney Parks Experiences and Products from 10:30 a.m. to 12 o'clock p.m. And then the Disney Princess, the concert live at D23 from 4:15 p.m. to 5:30 p.m. So that's the last time. So the last day is definitely going to be on Sunday, and it'll end start from 10 a.m. to 5:30 p.m. So, but really packed schedule. I'm looking forward to it. Like I said, all the big news and surprises. I mean, it's going to be pretty cool to see what's going to happen once they come up front for all the work they've been doing behind the scenes. So, like I said, if it was me, I would keep my mouth shut myself from working behind the scenes of Marvel Comics for sure. But I'm too hyped and excited for this as well, so I can't wait. But let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. I'm going to cover D23. Should be awesome. Looking forward to it. If you guys have any questions, feedback, and everything, just comment down below. Let me know what you guys think. But in the meantime, I love you all so much. Like, share, subscribe to my channel. Also, subscribe to my bro, the Cosmic Wonder, Warren Thompson. He's really good at this stuff. I mean, I know I am too. I'm the go-to expert, but he's also awesome as well. So make sure you guys subscribe to him. I love you all so much. Roll Tide, War Eagle, Go Texas, whoever you guys are pulling for. I love you guys so much. Excelsior. Until then, I'll catch you on the next one.